seem to be back. I'm not saying anything just yet. It's not looking too bad. Hopefully, touch wood and everything. Do, do, do. So, okay, it's looking all right. Yes, so it does. And no drop frames. Although I should shut up for a minute. Just wait. Okay. Where were we before we said rudely interrupted? Flipping technology, eh? Okay. Why is chat not showing up in Streamlabs? Bloody hell, it's one thing or another, isn't it? Oh, that's not good, is it? If I can't see your chat. Oh. I can see chat on the web page in the browser, but I can't see chat in Streamlabs. There's no chat in Streamlabs. For God's sake! Oh my God! Chat. I'll type in Streamlabs. Hi, everyone. Nope, it doesn't come up in Stream. Oh. Nope, that didn't come up in Streamlabs. Oh my God! How can I see what's going on? Well, it works. Yeah, it works on in the browser, on the web page. But then I can't tell if. Ah, dear, oh dear. Oh goodness me. Oh well. How am I going to do that then? Because I need the stream list for the real-time view, don't I? Well, it's not too far behind though. Right, I'll just have to hope I'm in the right place. Get a pop-out chat window from the web page. What? Pop out. Okay. Aha. Yes. They're so clever. Bring that over to here. Ah, now you're talking. Right, if I put that there. You're so clever. I hate you. Right. Well, I think that's working then. Right, where were we? Where were we? Claws. Well, I can see you anyway, Gallahorn. I can see your chat. Right, let's get these claws done. Do, 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 do. Oh, I don't know if you've said anything else, but boop, boop, boop. It's going to be one of those nights, I think, isn't it, to try our patience. Oh, got it too far over. Yeah, I would think so, yes. It's the right colour, isn't it? Right, let's get a second coat on these straps and what have you. So, oh yeah, on your shoulder pads, yeah. Where you've done your blue, if they've gone a bit thicker than you want them to be, just come back with your base colour, which was it, black, and then just thin them down carefully. Have I got a spare pad anywhere? Do, 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 do. Yeah, so just say you. Oh, yeah, I'll just use that. So you're trying to put a line in there. And then you sort of go, oh my god, what have I done? Well, that's we'll pretend the shoulder pad's black. Yeah, you can go that way. Yeah, and then what you can do, if your base colour of your shoulder pad's black, you just sort of come in. Obviously, I'm a bit thin with this paint, but just slowly work your way down to where. I think I should let this dry a bit, really. I think the black's a bit thin. I'll be airbrushing this guy later, so it doesn't matter. And just take it back down to how you want it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't intentionally make the lines thicker, but if you get a few that are too thick for what you want, then yeah, just come back with that base colour and tidy up. Get a bit warm in here. Yeah, go on. Should have got a drink while I was doing all that faffing about, shouldn't I? Oh well, never mind. Let's have a look. Alright, yeah. Back to here. Palette. Image 2, okay. Pointy bits. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah. Pointy bits. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Well, it's up to you if you want to. If you're doing that with the shoulder pad, putting the line all the way around, then but then yeah, you want to continue that on. But if you want to, it's up to you really. I mean, if you want to stop it, yeah, if you want to sort of come up to the point and then stop and then carry on the other side, it's up to you really. Do it without going around it first, see what it looks like, and if you think, right, and it doesn't tally in with everything else, then obviously then go up around the pointy bit. But if you think it looks alright just stopping either side of it, then leave it there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but definitely, yeah, go in and have another look. Let's have another look. Yeah, come back and try and get your lines a bit thinner. That'll neaten that up. Yeah. But that. I mean, painting those kind of lines on there. That's just something that. Yeah, just stop a bit away. It's just something that comes with practice. So, you know, if you had 10 in a row, 10 marines in a row, by the time you got to the 10th one, you'd have a lot more control over that, over the line. So, what am I doing? Claws, wasn't I? Claws. Right, so I want to go a bit lighter. It's ivory now, isn't it? That's crazy now. I've got no drop frames now at all. That is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it was because of the computer reboot. A guy on the phone said, like, because I went on the website and sort of looked to see if there was an issue or something, by the time I got to him, the system's already done some checks and what have you and sorted itself out. So, don't know if that's really the case or what, or he went and did a fiddle at a play and wasn't telling me, or didn't want to tell me. But to go from like I say, I was only getting 15, was it megabytes a second or whatever it is, to go from that right back up to 222-ish. So, yeah, that's got to help. Yeah, it's not bad idea. Can't hurt, can it, really? Especially, I mean, the computer's been on all day as well anyway, so yeah, it wouldn't, couldn't hurt. Hi Dave, how's it going? All right. Memory leaks. Oh, okay. Learn something all the time, don't you? Right. We need to get some colour on these things on the back, don't we? Or shall I start highlighting the other bits first? Oh, I was doing that, wasn't I? I was doing the belt. Oh, cool, dude. Either my computer or my router. Oh, God, I had to restart everything. It was just unwatchable. All right. And I was very lazy and I didn't fill this gap yesterday or during today like I was gonna. I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered now. It was well over 2 minutes. I moved the paintbrush, then I went onto the web page and waited. Well, yeah, it had to be nearly 2 minutes before it actually moved on the web page. Really? Yeah, that's what we did. Rebooted the computer, rebooted the router. I even phoned the service provider up to, say, what's going on? It's slightly better colour, isn't it? Now. I did the edges that colour as well, didn't I? Yeah. I guess sometimes you just got to turn stuff off, really. Whether you want to or not. Yeah, and stupid me forgot to get a drink while everything was turned off. It's like, duh. I meant to. I thought, oh, yeah, I'll get a drink now. And then I came back upstairs and totally forgot. Never mind. Do 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 do. Um. Do do do. What green was that? Oh. Yeah, they're quite good, aren't they? So I'm just trying to remember which one they were, so I can shade and highlight them. I think it was. Pretty sure that was the lighter one. I think it was that one. That might work as a shadow, though. Yeah, it's definitely one of these. I'm pretty sure the lighter one is that one. Well, I mean, if we look up here, try not to be sick. I think I've got a good few greens to choose from anyway. So, back between the mouse. So, I'm sure I can find something that will work in between those. Actually, I might do that. I might use. No, not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. No, not that. What's that? I don't know. Where's it bloody gone? Olive, reflective, black. Should we have a look at that? That might work. Yeah, probably not far off a Caliban actually. 2 hours, bloody hell. Whoa, look, it's got a white tip. What the hell? It's got a white block tip. Hold on. That's not too bad. I can run it under the tap quick. That worked well. That's handy being next door to the bathroom. I can just run in there and wash things. Right. Trying to look inside here. What does that look like? It's all right, I guess. Actually, I might move that over. Oh, chosen that, doesn't it? Oh, that's why I might be able to see. That's quite handy, that popping out. I wish I'd known that before. I've moved it where I can see it a bit better. Well, if anything pops up. If I close what? If I do that then. So am I covering up anything I need to know? Right, okay. How are we looking in this? We're still back in the right place. No, this doesn't look much different, to be honest. I don't think that green's any different than the one I put on there. Let it dry a minute. Yeah, that's really, that's no dark. That's not dark enough, is it? Gunship green. I just think I'll have to put some black in it. That's all I think. I think that would be. Oh, that needs to be a highlight. It's better. It's better. Don't want that much paint on there. I'll move that picture around too. Okay, right, let's try this again with some darker green. Oh, that's better, yeah. Okay, cool. So at the moment I'm just trying to get some darkness in there. Don't worry about being too neat at this stage. Right, I think I might have to. I think my experimentation with these Cass art brushes is about where it's at, I think. Yeah. I'll have to see when they arrived and see how long that lasted. What? God, I missed a bit of chat there. Chaos Dragon. Ooh. Shite. Wow, that's Have you seen Hersey Miniatures one? He's doing a Kickstarter now at the moment for his. Actually, I'm gonna give this a wash. For his dragon. That's feckin' huge. It's really nice though. Hold on, I'll see if I can. Let's see if I can find a link to. Oh, too far, mate. Come on, Heresy, where are you? What the hell? My bookmarks are all over the place now at the moment. I'll just Google it. Google it. Heresy Miniature. Oh, what am I doing? Heresy Miniatures, silly sods. Want Kickstarter, don't I? What a book. Kickstarter. Bonk. Come on. Where's the one on? Already logged in, you stupid bloody thing. Oh, okay. back chat. Paste. Ooh. There you go. That's Mr. Andy's huge humongous Dragoni. And he's got doing that alternate head for it as well, which looks pretty cool. Pretty effing cool. It's obviously not as chaosified as the Forge World one, but got some free brush soap up at Salou from the artist Opus people. Yeah. He did say how much resin it took. I can't remember now. It's quite a few kilos. Let's hope he can actually make some money on it this time. Hopefully he's learnt some lessons from the last Kickstarter. Yeah, he should have outsourced his casting, or at the very least his mould making, instead of trying to learn how to make moulds on a Kickstarter. Not really a good idea. I think the old Winsor & Newton's showing its age as well, but hey ho. Jacket. That's what I was doing. I'm going to get a couple of Artist Opus brushes from Element Games just to see. I didn't back the Kickstarter because I didn't want the whole box, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, you know. And they weren't giving options to, you know, pick what you got in the box. So, but you know, I don't think they're the be all and end all by the looks of it from the reviews. We shall see. What I want to do, take this out of the light for a sec. And it's a bit darker, that's good. Oh, stop bashing the camera with your face. Ugh. I do wish my printer wouldn't make those noises, those scary, draggy noises. Not at this stage of the print. Still good. Okay, so one Helbert, veterans, 20 Colders, one liner, coast of rain, well, yeah, that's a pretty good price. Yeah, I would. Yeah, if that's what if I was looking for that, that would definitely be snapping that up. I'm sure I've got a new end Windsor new than this one. Rather, it's not quite as springy as it should be. Yeah, I think that is pretty much. I haven't used that yet, but I could try that. Yeah, that's the new one. Did I throw that away? I did. All right, cool. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal going on. Oh, that should do it anyway. Oh, dearie me. Give me soap. Give me soap. It's interesting. That's a better colour. Oh, just proves there must be some paint in there still, because that foam's definitely not white, is it? Oh, yes, I saw that earlier. Didn't see that one earlier. Not too sure about the mortuary one though. Yeah, I saw the Master Crusade earlier. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay, maybe that'll do for the moment. You're not. Yeah. Well, I've got no intention of buying him, so myself. So I'm sort of a bit on the fence there, kind of thing. I mean, it's quite a nice, imposing, quite big, imposing model. But, Right, I'm going to take some flow improver. Not yet, I'm not. I'm going to, because I've got this. So I didn't get one brush soap off the brush. Clever. Right, okay. Flow improver there, and take some of that Armour Brown. That's thin enough. It should be like. I don't know if I put it where you can see it. Well, I've got a. Just made a thing sort of glaze with the Armour Brown and a bit of Flow Aid. I'm just going over all the leathery parts. And I'm going to say his tunic's trimmed with leather as well. It may not be, but I'm saying it is. Right, okay. Glaze it would be less intense pigment wise. And with a glaze, you're controlling where you put it with your brush, so you haven't got so you wouldn't load your brush up as much as you would with a wash. Yeah, I think that's about pretty much the main thing, really. Yeah, glaze is more like a is it more of a filter? To change the tone of what you've already put down. What can I use? Fuck, it's a strong tone. What have I got here? Don't know how well it will show up. This over here. Get away, you. Okay, so I've said, like I said there, I've made that into a glaze. If I've taken the paint, tiny little bit of paint, and put it in a good deal of float. You could just use water if you wanted, but trouble with water, it'll make the pigments. That's why it's best to use a medium of some sort. So, and that's, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but you can see that's Agrex, but they're quite similar. Well, they're sort of spread out a bit further, but that's still quite runny, watery, similar, and so is the Agrex. So, but what's where's like a what? So like if you put a wash on, you don't want it to you want the wash wants to go down into the recesses and stuff. That's where you want it mainly. So that's what it's intended for, and it's usually a bit stronger. It's pigment wise, there's a bit more pigment in it. Whereas a glaze, you want it staying on the surface, so there tends to be less pigment in it. It can be just as thin, but you're controlling. Because like I say, you don't load your brush up like you do with a wash, so you're not flooding the area. You could add some water or flow aid to like that Agrex, and then use that as a glaze. But glaze is more what you do with it and how you use it as well as what it is. But there's more pigment in the wash than a glaze. I think that's the right way around. See you later then, Dave. Have a good one. Yeah, I've jammed it right up really with these new jobs. So I don't start till the 13th. So I got a couple of weeks off inadvertently. Excellent. Back to this one. So, just try to stay in frame. Right, just coming back with the original colour now, just to pick out spots and sort of make scratches and stuff on this. Pick out the high edges as well. Need some flying in there. I don't know where that shows up on there. It's probably too bright, the light. It's probably worse. Pants. Hold on. Oh dear. What? Was he not well then or something? Oh dear. I'm trying to use a bit of a dabbing motion as well, just to sort of create little cracks and whatever. So it looks a bit like worn and old, as well as catching the edges. Might strip over too. Did I? Yes, I did. Yes. Yeah. Because we're quite a bit paler than that, weren't we, when we first put it on? Let's try some of this, whatever it was, I can't remember. Oh Christ! Yoink! Stop headbutting the camera. Oh, what was his colour? It's one of these, wasn't it? Yeah, the ochre. Right, going for the ochre because there's a little bit. It's got a little bit of orangey look to it. I'm hoping it'll work. Oh yeah, that's nice. Like that. Oh, my neck just clicked. Ouch. I just turned to look at the screen. I was like, ah. Oh, I might try. I think what I'll do is. I'll try a slightly lighter colour in a few places, and I might try a bit of. Yeah, what was it? No. Drakenhof? Any good? Is that the one? Drakenhof Nightshade? I don't know if I've got it. Yeah, it's one. Yeah. Well, if you thinned it right, if you mixed it with, you want some grey bluish, yeah. What about then if you take a drop of that, come back, that's thinned down with some flow aid. We could use a medium. Or mix it, put a bit of black in it first, make it a bit blacker. Wouldn't want a lot, I shouldn't think. That's with a tiny bit of black in it up here. Very tiny. And still thinned. Yeah. Because if you thin it, if it's not enough, you can go over again. Where if it's just straight out of the pot, I think it's too. It'd be probably too strong. But if you thin it down, you can always do a second coat if you don't think it's enough. That's the thing with the workshop washes. They tend to want to stain the whole area. That's why I'm liking the army painter stuff now. You can move it. You've got a bit more time. It's open a bit longer. You've got a bit more time to move it off of flat areas. We don't want it. But I mean, that might work. So he's sticking his brush back in it. Oh God! I'll try a slightly lighter tone, which is the next one. Oh bloody hell! Which is the heavy gold brown. Again, I'm gonna wipe it off on the tissue, so I can control it a bit better. I'm just trying to find. This, if he wears this constantly, oh God, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? How to play. So I'm thinking if this is an old thing and he wears it quite a lot, well, it's always creased around here, isn't it? So this would be creased more, I think. You show a bit more wear on this bend. Likewise up here, that's where it's bent most of the time. So we're coming through here. Nice hand. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Going a little bit lighter than I intended because I am going to put another glaze over this. Right. I'll see how clever we are. I'm going to use. Am I going to use it? I'm going to use that. No, where's it gone? Fugan, where are you, Fugan? Oh, let me see which one I want to use. Christ, I've never even opened it. What that? Yeah, that's too yellow on it. That is yellowy yellow. That's yellowy yellow. Too yellowy yellow. I need to stop. Come back here. I haven't thinned this because I want it to do what it does normally. I'll let that dry. Could actually use that. That's a tiny bit of tank brown. That might work. Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, it's just sort of just a bit of practice. I'll put a bit of a tank brown in this to make it a bit more, slightly less orange. I think that's working a bit better. Yeah, I like that more. Yeah, that's better. True. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Oh, yeah. What I didn't do though was I didn't do anything on these trims. So, Hang on, let's have a look. That's better. That's better. Come back with a few highlights in here. Let's have a look. Come back. Come back. Oh, right, yeah. Well, yeah, you should be able to, you know, do that. I would have thought. So you do that first. You do the dress first, and then come back to do the rest. Obviously, you know, try to be as careful you can with the airbrush. But you know, if you're doing other things after, get over here. What are you doing over there? Bloody hell! Doesn't matter if you spill over a little, does it? In that instance, put the red over the black. Yeah. We'll have to be a bit patient and build it up. Don't try and do it all in one go. But you should be able to, yeah. Right, that'll do, I think, for the strap for the moment. Oh, I forgot to put that there. Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah. It might take a little bit of work to get that back up. Use very pale greys first, or even what's that supposed to be there? What the hell? Oh, it changed. Why did it change channel? Whoa. Yeah, it changed. Well, it changed channel basically. Shouldn't have done. It was on a live channel. Wow. Let me have a look. Why would that change? Oh well. How strange. So, oh, that's fine. Leave it. Leave it. So what are they supposed to be? Studs. Oh, they're little studs in his belt. Okay. Fair enough. It would seem so, wouldn't it? Varnishes. Well, I just use the Vallejo varnishes. Excuse me. What? I just use. I don't know if I might have to pull the camera back a bit. I use that one. That one. So get them off Amazon. Yeah, either or, doesn't matter. There's no difference in hardness between gloss and matte. Doesn't matter which one you use. And if you want a satin varnish, it is satin varnish. I just make it myself, but it's basically 3 parts matte to 1 part gloss, and that's satin varnish. So there's no point buying it if you buy this. I mean, what are they? They're 500ml bottles. That seems about a pretty good value for money. It's like a semi-gloss. It's what I finished the word bearers with, because he still wanted them a bit shiny, where it's not full on gloss. It's not full on gloss. It's just well, have I got any else? Oh, why? I don't know how well that'll. Yeah, it says they're not that shiny and they're not that red. What the hell? I think my colour is a bit off. But I don't know if you can see they're a little bit shinier. That's a bit more like it compared to the mouse, but not as full on shiny as like gloss. I don't know if that be right. The gloss would give you all these like shiny things like you see on a cup. But, yeah, Saturn's not a bad finish actually. It's not. Camera's showing that really shiny and really red. That's not nothing like with that. That is so weird. Where's my colour? Move that over there. Colour. Oh, that could be why. That's pretty. That's much. That's more closer than to real life. Yeah, that's better. That's more likely. That's more like what it is. I don't want that colour right up there. For God's sake, man. It's been crazy. But yeah, that's what I say about them. And like I say, there's no, you're not going to get, because for years and years, I've come across other people who believe the same. We thought gloss varnish was a lot harder than matte. And would give you better protection, but that's only the case if you use something like this. Like a spray can. This is like for cars. Yeah, this is this. Does it say this is? See, this has got like I don't know how that comes up. Acetone and xylene in it. So, like I say, this is like for cars. It works quite well actually for a gloss as a gloss varnish. The only reason I would use it, well, what I use a gloss varnish for is I'll put a gloss varnish over, well, like I did the Space Marine, the Space Wolf, and then when I put a wash over, because it's a glossy surface, the wash doesn't stay on the flat areas. So it wants to slide off into the recesses. Yeah, I haven't had any trouble with that. It shouldn't do once, as long as the paint's properly dried. But I've used that on miniatures because it's quite hard wearing. I'd say that's like a car varnish. But if you're concerned, what you could do is you could use the Vallejo, put a coat with the Vallejo first, and then use something like that. I mean, I haven't used that for ages. What did I use it? What did I get that for? Can't remember now. I think it was off Luke's APS. He recommended them, so I got a couple just to see what they're like. But like I say, I'm using the airbrush more and more now, so I've hardly used that really. But things like polyurethane varnish, that'll give you, which is basically what which is basically what these are. Doesn't say on them, does it? But it's basically the tin quick shades. They're just basically polyurethane varnish. That's why they protect your model so well. Which is It's not a bad thing, I suppose. But you could just go to B&Q and get a tin of yacht varnish, I guess. Oh, what's the time? 22:57. Right, yeah. No, you would, like I say, you use the gloss prior to putting the varnish, the wash over. If you're not wanting the whole thing to be washed, and then once that's dry, then you come in with a matte coat. But yeah, just use a matte varnish. That's fine. There's no, like I say, there's no difference in hardness, or protection level or anything like that. They do the same thing. I've asked the paint manufacturer. So just get the Vallejo matte varnish then, if you like matte. They do a satin as well. If you don't want to make your own, if you like that satin look, if you want that on the Space Marines, you get the satin varnish then. Right. All available on Amazon, fairly good prices. So, oh my god. Yeah, get some of that then. Oh, he's got these like, I don't know whether you can see that there. So these little things in your checker. I don't know if they're supposed to be stitching or something. Just depending on debating whether they'd be a different colour. So you can't really see it on the box. Can you see it in the box? Nah, you can't tell. Have they painted in a different colour? No, I can't really see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was thinking just do them a little. Use that golden ochre colour. I'm going for it. Damn the torpedoes. Oh, shit, I didn't, did I? Oh, that was close. I thought I'd painted his head then. I was trying to do that. So I had the breast around here. So that'll do. And by the time I put a wash over this, we should be alright. Gone too far. Come back to the green. Oh, how am I going to reach those?
them dry. So let's give me this black on his glove. I'm sure mice actually have 5 digits, don't they, on their feet and hands? I think there's a bit of artistic license going on here. Giving them 3. Why is that? Because like they've morphed up into like this upright walking position, so they've lost a couple of digits on each limb. Right, tidy that up. God, the dark one now. Yeah, I thought they did. Well, I suppose anthropomorphic mice don't. Right. I'm still not sure that this bit is part of this hoodie cape thing. I'm sure that comes over here, comes over his shoulder, and then just comes down the back here. But then, I don't know. I don't know why. But then they've painted it as that. Oh, it's really hard to tell. Well, I'm looking at the. That's the box art. Try not to get it too shiny. And it looks. I mean, it looks the same colour as the rest of this thing, doesn't it? So. Yeah. I think that's the idea. If you look at the sculpt there, see if it's coming through you know, like a slit in the cape. I mean, it's part of the sword sculpt, so you really can't do much all about it. Never mind. I've done it now. It's that colour now. Right, let's have that tank brown again. A bit of thingy. Hopefully this will do what I want it to do. Again, another glaze of tank washy thing of tank brown. Oh, if you've got an older pot, it'd be called armour brown. This does that. It's got your sort of, I suppose, because the quiver goes over it, it's like it's tucked into the under the quiver. So that looks, you know, that's quite plausible. Yeah, just wow, that's what it is now. Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Come on, dry. Airbrush. Oh, turn it on, dude. Just using the airbrush because it's quieter than the hairdryer. Do the other side. Probably a good idea. Yeah, it's getting there. It's a bit fucking bit excessive on the paint front, dude. probably should do the other. Spread that out a bit. Let's put a bit of paint on the bow. Don't know why. Just do. What next? What next? Well, I suppose I'll highlight those a little bit, I guess. Oh, bloody hell. I'm terrible, aren't I? Right, let's get back to the jacket, I suppose, really. Then I'll put that there for. So I've got some idea what's going on. Right, let's take some of the green over here. a skull bowl. It's supposed to be for Halloween, but it's like, how has been printed now? Currently, it's been printing for 32 hours. Looks like it's got a couple more to go. I shall find you a link. My collections. Copy. I was going to do loads for Halloween, but this is like fourth attempt at trying to do this bowl. But for whatever reason, when you open it up in the slicer, it's like 5mm high. I'm like, what? So I've had to enlarge it like 2,500% to get it to like to a reasonable size. It actually like pretty much fills up the build plate. Otherwise, yeah, it was like it wasn't any bigger than one of these heads when I opened it. What use is that? So I don't know whether they did that deliberately or whoever designed it. But when you open up in Curo, it's like, what? What am I looking at? Yeah, so it's now rather large. Well, let me pan around. Don't get too ill. There it is. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. So be ready for next year. Ah, dear, oh dear. Move that over a little bit so I don't keep headbutting the damn thing. Oh, we're still in focus-ish. Because I've got a load of printed off a couple like sort of pumpkin heads about that big. We put a light in them, probably a bit bigger than that, I suppose. So I've got the things for those to print off, but didn't get around to it because of that taking. I mean, at one time it got to about 30mm high. And I was sitting in here watching. Oh, that's cool. That's going all right. Next time I turned around with about 3 hours later, and the print head's about 20mm off the print, where the filament snapped. So must have stopped printing. Must have stopped going through about a couple of minutes after I looked, and just carried on. Like, okay, excellent. But anyway, I'm getting more and more stuff sticking down now. I think I've got the build height right and all that pretty much now. must say though, I've been using PETG a couple of times, and I'm liking the results far better than PLA. So I might start using that more often. And it's a bit more durable as well. So I think they're supposed to be like brass studs, I think, any belt. Don't know. Right. I don't really like that yellow. That blanket, so I'm not going to paint the blanket yellow. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the let's get back to this jacket. I think I have to make sort of something where I like, once I stick my hand in it and I hold on to that, it's in the right place for the frame, for the camera. It does make some scary noises sometimes. Yeah. Sounds like it's talking sometimes. It sounds like words, where it just happens to sort of move it at the right speed, I suppose, and what have you. You know, on some prints. Right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Anybody new just joined us? Hello, if there is. Just chilling and painting. Painting and chilling. Oh. I think I need a drink in a minute though. Right. I think that will do. And we will put a green glaze over it. What have I got up here? We've got green glaze. I think I best put that in one of those. I was me shaking it in the bloody lid's fucking idiot. Hey. Let's spray glaze around the room. I've got another lid somewhere. Teach me, I should have opened that one. I know what I'll do. I'll just change a bottle. Yes, them first ones I bought. Not very nice at all. I really don't understand how they can break when they're just sat over there. Not like, you know, not been used or anything. So let me give this a proper. In glazes, they just pour out. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That will do. Oh, so I meant to know already. Look at the nozzle. Where's the nozzle? Oh, guess label off of here. Somehow. Other end. Where's the other end gone? That's the only trouble with the older labels, they don't stick, do they? Right, there we go. More control with these bottles anyway. plus you got the child-proof lid as well. So, much better, really. Tiny bit. Shouldn't need a lot, really. Just put a couple of drops of fluoride in there. Shouldn't really need two. No. Let's see if this works, shall we? Too much on the brush there. Doo-dee-doo-dee. Probably didn't need to put that much in that, but no. Well. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, what the got the those ones with the lids. Oh. Right, it's going to take a little while to dry, so while that's drying, I'm going to go and get a drink. Does that work any better? Not really. I shall be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Oh. Turns out I needed a bathroom break at the same time. So. Right, is this dry? Silly sod. Still a bit wet. That's right. Well, let's do. Oh, let's put some brass on there. Brassy, brassy. Where have I put that? Very good question. Where have I put them? Oh, there it is. Let's see what this looks like. Victorian brass. Doody doody doo. Bit dark. So... Oh, that might have been a better idea. Bronze. I'm going to have to get some more of these as well. These dark stars are really nice. I only got a few. They had a deal on. Was it? Oh, it's still on. You get the whole set, the full set of 22 metallics, something like that, for 65 quid instead of 85. It's like, I haven't got 65. I think it's on their website. Was it a Facebook page or the website? I can't remember now. That's not too different, it's a bit darker. Might use that then and highlight with the other one. And they've got their own, it's got their own thinner with it. So, ouch. Dark Star miniatures. So they got their own thinner, so you can put them through. They go through the airbrush quite nice as well. Dark Star. Do I have a link for Dark Star? Do I have a link for Dark Star? I know. Quicker way to go. D. Dark Star miniatures. Yeah. But the quickest way is their Facebook page. It's just Dark Star miniatures. And yeah. Till the 5th of November that deal's on. It's also a good deal cheaper than buying them individually. Where's their shop button? They got a shop button? Oh no, that's a website. It's got a website link. Copy. Course chatting. Keep forgetting it's floating. Paste the red. It's a bit of a long website, isn't it? God's sake. I'm sure darkstarmini.co.uk would have sufficed. clicked on something. Oh. Back to them. Back to them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's got some additional binder in it, so that it doesn't break out or anything, so it doesn't separate. But they do thin with, you know, flow aid or anything like that. Oh. I should ask him, I suppose, next time I see him. When will that be? What's February, October? Don't know if he gets to Salou. All right, why? Let's remember, he's only on one little pin. Oh, no, yeah, don't bother. The metal particles in GW metallics are just too big. You can thin them a little bit, but no, you can't go too bloody mad with them. All right. I mean, I've just, I mean, I'm talking like really tiny little bit of, well, not huge amounts. I just got that on the bloody belt. Yeah. You should be able to thin them a little bit, but I prefer, like I say, the dark stars. Or if you want a thin metallic paint already, the metal colours, they're really nice. So I want to get some more of these as well, because these are already thin. And these I think these must have pretty much the finest metal particles out of any metallic paint, even the 75s. Probably just the only one I got. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I can't remember the last time I used a GW metallic. I'm either using these scale colour ones or dark stars. Excuse me.
Yeah, all the Vallejo airs are nice. Yeah, so that's what they those word bearers, their armour is. Which one is it? It's that uses that one. Signal red mixed with the fire red, which is not metallic, so that's why it's got that kind of look to it. It's quite a nice colour actually. I was the client did that. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. What about red? What do I want? I want a bit of silvery, something silvery. Oh, what, the eyes, you mean? Who is he? Oh, that chappy. Yeah. It's a shame that doesn't come up as bright as it actually is, because that's really bright actually. Yeah, it's just I just put ivory in there first. And then what you do is you thin the fluorescence a little bit. So they tend to want to sit more around the edges. I think I didn't. I put a bit of extra in there so it doesn't. Yeah, just an off-white basically. Ivory. Ivory. You could put white in there; it'd just be a bit brighter. We could probably. Almost, yeah, yeah. It's by poor test marine. This one with green. Don't know if that shows up, how well that shows up. But, get the hand out the bloody way. Same thing there though. I don't think I've got a helmet primed up, am I? I don't know. I could do it now, I suppose. I'm just going to airbrush it later. Well, that's could do if you wanted. With those, let's have a look. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a whirl. Oh. Mr. Clumsy. Mr. Clumsy. Very fluid at the moment. Right. Get in there, you. Well, you should be able to do it well. You could do a yellow, I suppose, yeah. Oh, bloody hell, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Sorry now. Leave it, it's not important. But that's why I use orange fluorescent anyway. So. But yeah, I could try it. Well, I'll find some yellow in a sec. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Alright, I'll stick some yellow in the other one and we'll see what they look like. Well, I probably want to put ivory in it first, actually. Yellow over the top. So, let's get this flowing again. Bloody thing. Let's have a look. Alright, yeah. Okay, let's see if it'll work. I think I need new glasses. Oh shit. Right, that's that one. Quick blast of air. Oh right, yeah. We don't have to do that with a fluorescence. Let's put some yellow on one of them. Oh, you clumsy bloody thing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Quick. Got that showing up on the camera, is it? His left eye's yellow. I need some more in there. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh, sorry. Bit of water in here. Boop, 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 boop. Because they're quite thick, the fluorescent paints, aren't they? So straight out of the pot. Right then, so God, it's bloody showing up really. It's basically because of the shape of the eye. Because the eye's, the lens is curved, and you've thinned it down. It doesn't want to stay on that topmost point. Focus, focus, focus. Oh, where's he? Not too far. Is that showing up any particularly well? It's not really, is it? Yeah, trouble is that looks quite good from here. Obviously. Yeah, you can build it up. Unless, if I just try with these lights off, hang on a sec. Do. About there, aren't we? Does that look any better? Try another. Go in there. Yeah, I used Arial, so maybe Avalan might be better. Although, like I say, sitting here, it looks pretty good. So, where's my bloody focus? Bloody. Yeah. What if I need a better camera? That's the trouble. Well, unless I've got the brightness up too far or something. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's fluorescent orange. Yeah. Brightness down. Let's put the lights back on first. I'll come back at you. Yeah, see that just the light just washes that out, doesn't it? Gain? What if I turn that off? Oh, there's gains all the way down already. Exposure. But like I say, sitting here with it in front of me, that doesn't look too bad. It looks quite good. The yellow or the white or ivory, whichever way around. And obviously, if you did that after painting the helmet, you'd get that little bit of glow on the ridges. Try brightness. Turn the brightness. That's not happening. That doesn't help. Contrast. That's stupid. Colour. I haven't actually clicked on it. I think really it's yeah, not much. Let's put my hand over the top. Got my hand above it, trying to create a bit of a shadow. I think, yeah, like I say, sitting there, it looks fine. I think maybe just have a play, get a couple of old heads, turn down the exposure again, try that again. Okay. Let's get this in focus first. Where's my buttons gone? Right, sitting there, you. Back a bit. Is that in focus now? No, that's it. Right, bring the exposure down a little. Click on it. Well, I've got to turn that off as well. Oh, you could be onto something. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it's not too far off what I'm seeing, but it's there's definitely more yellow on the left in real life. In the middle. Yeah, exactly. Should we save that then and see where that comes along? Boop, 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 boop. What's the time? Oh God, right. Okay. On that note, then I think we'll call it a night because it's Christ. It's 12:20. Oops. Yeah, I've got all of them. Well, I think I've got all of them. Or five. I've got 5 fluorescents, so they all work to some degree. I even used that blue on his eyes, didn't I? Was his eyes? Yeah. I put the fluorescent blue in his eyes. Didn't it though? Right. I can say good night, young sir. Oh my God! Of course you're an hour in front, aren't you? Now. Crikeys. All right. Okay. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, they do come in handy. And like I say, they're well thick, so for our purposes, thinning them down is what we want, really. Yes, nighty night to whoever's still here. And catch you Friday. Unless I decide to do one tomorrow afternoon. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. Good night.